Wuddup Randosss? It's your girl, Smashing Lyrics. Welcome to episode 3. Welcome back to the series. This time, on this episode, I got a big treat for y'all. Hooked up with one of the realest people I know. Grew up like a sister with me. She is indeed family, nonetheless. My mom's baby sister, my auntie. We had so much fun doing this episode. Got a lot of stuff going on there for y'all to listen to enjoy. So I want to make sure that everybody is comfortable and chill when listening to this episode. A lot of laughter, a lot of jokes, and things like that. We're going to be talking music. We're going to be talking shows, food, relationships, friendships, everything. Covering it all, y'all. So again, kick back, enjoy the episode. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the series. Shout out to everybody that's showing love. And that's down to likes on Instagram, sharing this series with people you know, leaving comments, everything. I appreciate it all. So again, without further ado, enjoy episode 3, everybody. So we out here about to eat some eggplant parm, Reese. And I'm with it because I'm hungry as hell. I had to stop eating chips for the sake of this episode because, it don't sound good eating chips. I mean, I could find something to play, but typically I just edit it in there. Let's see. Let's go to YouTube real quick.
Go to Black Bonnie.
Alright.
By Wale.
Let's do it. I don't know what Black Bonnie.
Why you say it like that?
Let me do it from my phone. Cause all you hear in the back is just like mad types. Yo, man, alright, so first of all, my lips been chapped all day. I always carry at least 2 Carmexes with me, no matter where I go. And I ain't have none of them. So I'm just sitting there with hurt ass lips all day. It's rough. And then I ate that sausage just now.
You ain't have nothing in the car.
Nope.
You gotta have a car chapstick.
I usually do. Not today. Black Bonnie. Alright, here we go. With the feature or just Wale?
The one with Jacquees in it.
Jacquees. Come on, y'all. Let's talk. Jacquees, though.
No, I don't think so.
Alright, I'm a little bit embarrassed. Right. But y'all hear that sound, though. Come on, surround sound.
The older you get, man, the more you appreciate.
Anybody want to ask me why I went to Galaxy? That's why.
And don't get offended.
Throw that CD on.
Hey, yo, we go. Let me know when that drop. Yeah, louder. Talk to me different. Let's come up together. Yo, action. If you
Hey.
better. Let's go.
We out here vibing.
Let's go to Atlantis. Spend the whole
So,
second running play to
I am
get the
drinking
best.
the Angry
Let's create the
Orchard
vibe. Let's not take our
hard
time.
cider for the first time, but this one is rosé. And it's kind of good. I like it. It's like light, but tasteful at the same damn time. Light and tasteful. So, we were talking about Nola Darling. So, that's the character, and the show is She's Gotta Have It by Spike Lee. And the show is lit.
It was really dope. Short as hell, but it was so dope.
So how many episodes was it? Because I don't even remember where I left off, but
I don't even think it was 9. Maybe like 8.
yeah, I might have been like halfway through then. But bro, that show was lit. And I'm not just saying that because like, all these black movements out here, but
favorite character was Mars. Or Mars. Whatever.
Mars. Yo, you would like Mars. I think she was my favorite character. Like, aside from her being like, you know, the main character and everything, obviously, but she was really my favorite character. I like her. But I guess I could see why Mars though. Cause even through all the little things that they would go through, he was still like consistent. You know what I mean? At least where I'm at so far.
Goofy as hell. Because Greer was just too into himself.
He was.
And them outfits.
He sure was. He sure was. Yeah, I'm pretty confident he's gay, but that's just my opinion. I mean, he's supposed to be a model. He's supposed to be like the pretty boy and all that stuff.
He had on that Prince outfit at the end. Did you see that? With like the matching hat?
No. So I feel like
I have to pull up the picture.
All right, pull it up. I forget what episode. Ooh, I'm fucking up the music, y'all. My bad. Wale never fails.
Never.
Just to let y'all know.
This is like
Wale never. Yes.
It's been on repeat.
Never fails. I guess we could loop it one more time. I don't have nothing against repeating songs.
I feel like
but I don't want. Don't think I'm out here, you know, doing no copyright out here or nothing. Wale is not. He is not the theme song of the episode or the series. I mean, if Wale blessed me with doing that, then yes, I would do it. But I'm not rich, and you know, no copyright issues here. I'm not coming in the way of your career, Wale. Yo, but yeah, I do fucks with this. But anyways, the last episode that I left off on that show. Like the whole, I'm not trying to spoil anything for anybody, by the way, but it was when she did her protest piece, and then what did she do? The protest piece that she did with her of her friend. I forget what her friend's name was. The ratchet one.
Oh, the one who had the butt implants, and then when she was dancing, fell on them, and they exploded. Did you see that?
Oh, shit, no.
I've never laughed so hard in my life.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Bruh. I forget what her name is, y'all, but damn. Reese, you over here giving away spoilers. Now I gotta finish it tonight.
I feel like it's been that long since it came out, so if you didn't see it now, like, what have you been doing?
Very true. All right. Well, I'm going to just low-key blame it on Mel because she introduced me to the show and then we was watching it together and I was like, I can't go ahead and start watching new things if she not watching it. So that's my excuse. But I guess I got to go home and finish it or whatever because, yo, that's funny. So, but that piece she did, that Nola did of her friend and put her own spin on it onto what she feels like her friend should see her inner beauty as was lit. That's the episode that I left off on. Clearly I have more to watch.
You sure do.
Clearly.
But I mean, that art piece was pretty dope. Cause I feel like
it was.
nowadays are in the weave and all that other shit.
Right. So I feel like it's one of these, it's almost like this little quote-unquote phenomenon going on where it's you got a lot of people that are oh, I'm going to go natural just because they see everybody else going natural. But then you also have girls that are out there and guys who go natural because they really see that even if somebody wanted to wear weave and stuff like that every now and then, you can't do it too much. You know what I'm saying? It'll literally start breaking your hair off. Yo.
Catch the pants. We watch the pants were purple.
So right now we're watching this video, a clip of the show that we've been talking about. She's Gotta Have It. Yeah.
How bold is she that she invited all three dudes
she really did
banging to dinner for Thanksgiving?
She sure
and
did.
They all stayed.
First of all, Nola is wifey. No disrespect, bae, at all. You will always have a place in my heart. Yo, but nah, seriously, Nola, her character is lit, y'all. I'm doing a lot of sponsoring, like a whole lot of different things, and it's not intentional. Reese over here blocking, like, damn.
My best friend wants to talk about makeup.
Damn. Tell her to tune in when this episode is over, and she could see how she was a part of it, and then, you know, endorse later. Yes,
But
food's
back
almost
to
done.
Nola. So I know that you stopped like mad early, but did you get to like any episodes with her girlfriend in it? I think her name was Olive or something like that.
I think that's the next one. Okay, so like, you know how on Netflix, like you watch an episode and then it wraps it up, blah blah blah, and then it shows like a clip of what's supposed to come next. I saw like it was like a still picture of like her and another girl, and then I kind of got the gist of like where the show was going anyways or whatever. So I was like, damn, like, are they about to say that, like, you know, she's dating this chick now too? So I didn't get into it yet, but I do have, or did have, a hunch that that was about to happen. So I'm hyped. Yo, so Reese played one of her favorite songs right now. I'm about to play one of my favorite songs right now. Hey, come on, Ray Guy. Side note into this little conversation or whatever, we want to talk about my phone a little bit too, because I swore up and down that I would never, ever, ever, ever go to Galaxy, and I did it. I lied. I went to Galaxy, and like, all jokes aside, like, I really do love this phone. Like, my volume right now, like, due to like the mic and everything, like, it's going to sound way, way more intense, but how everybody else is going to hear it is how it would sound in person if the volume was like only like maybe halfway. Like, the speaker in the phone is 360. It's like surround sound. It's so lit. But anyways, I just had to throw it in there because this is my first time being like hip with everything that's out or whatever. Like, I never had like one of the like first phones that like ever came out like on the market. I was always like a year or two behind. So I'm hyped and I'm about to brag, and y'all gonna listen to it.
Brag on.
So all those noises in the back is Reese.
Sorry, guys.
That's her little phone going off.
My phone is on its last leg, and if I don't have it on vibrate, I can't tell when I get a text message.
Yo, don't cover her phone, y'all. Don't cover. I'm about to see hella comments like, switch the boost. Get that Metro. It's like, nah. But anyways, what other shows are you watching on Netflix? Now that we're talking about Netflix.
So, okay. I'm like the hugest binge watcher ever when it comes to Netflix.
Yes.
So I've watched 7 Seconds, which was really good.
I was about to start watching that. I saw
so
that.
Emotional invested.
With Regina King, right?
I got really pissed at one point, and I was like, fuck this, I ain't watching it no more.
Oh,
but
shit.
Then I had to figure out what was happening, so I watched it. Finished.
Would you recommend it?
I seriously would.
Okay. That's on my watch list. Like, me and Mel watch shows like it's our job, and we get like tied up in so many different shows that like we get lost. Like, oh shit, like what show did I just leave off on? Like, I forget what episode we're at, da-da-da. So we get like kind of behind because we gotta catch up on all the shows and stuff that we already like started. You know what I mean? So we start just like keep a watch list now, like stuff that we want to get into.
Another show that's a must watch is called On My Block.
Ooh. What's that about?
So there's like
On My Block. I never seen that.
4 best friends.
Uh-huh.
I can only remember one person's name, which is Ruby. And they're like in high school and growing up, like around all this like kind of gang violence or whatever.
Right.
And one of the best friends get roped into like the gang with his brother, and then just a whole lot of stuff. And at the end, one of them gets shot, and I cried. It was so sad.
Damn.
It was so sad.
Damn. So if y'all didn't realize, Reese will tell you all the details.
It's a whole lot. I'm sorry.
You just can't say what it's about and then go to the end and say, "Oh, everybody dead now." Like, come on, man.
Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry. But watch it. It was good.
Yo. So again, going back to copyright, I don't know how this stuff works, y'all. Like, obviously, like, this is the beginning or whatever. I'm just gonna shout out all the people that I'm listening to right now, just so everybody knows that, like, I'm not trying to get in trouble for using people's music. Basically, we just vibing. This is I Wayne though. It's called I Can't Say It. I Can't Satisfy Her. That's the song. The artist is I Wayne. It is reggae. Anyways, so a couple of shows that we've been watching that we just got into. One is Flint. So you've heard of the town or the city Flint or whatever. All this stuff is going on. They have a show where it's like Flint police, and it's like cops but for that specific city, essentially. And it's really good. Like, we're only on episode 3 right now for the reason I mentioned before or whatever, but it's really good. It's really good. Me personally, I love watching like law enforcement shows and stuff like that, because I really like the raw and like the grit of like what's really going on. You know what I mean? Like, so like stuff like Locked Up and like Incarcerated. Like there's this one show on Netflix. It's called Girls Incarcerated.
I bypass that all the time.
No, it's so good. It's so good. Me and Mel cried multiple episodes. I don't want to hear no shit, by the way. Yes, I cried about the show.
I hate shows that make me cry because I'm like depressed after that.
Well, alright, I guess I get that point. But you don't gotta be depressed. Like, it's more so like you're aware. You know what I mean? Like, you're aware like what's going on, and I guess like if it's like something that really motivates, then you gotta figure out a way like, how do I change that? How do I, you know what I mean? Like, become more involved. And honestly, Reese, we're not gonna talk about exactly what she does, y'all, but for your job, I feel like you would actually like that show a lot.
Which job?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of the job.
You can say the name or the location.
Camden. It relates well, for real. But damn, I feel like that was shady, because like the show's called Girls Incarcerated, and then I said Camden. Like, I ain't mean it shady like that. It's just like I didn't want to like put out the company or whatever, and it just coincidentally happens to be in Camden. But now on a real note, like, basically y'all, like, obviously it's girls that are in jail or whatever. It's juvie. It takes place in Illinois, and what's really good about it is that the system recognizes that like these are kids, and yes, they're doing things that they need to be, punished for. They're criminal acts that these girls are doing, but instead of like the standard system of like thrown behind bars, da 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 da, and then give them like a 3-year sentence, and then when that's done, then they leave. Like, this is more so, it's like a reward system when they're doing well, and if the girl's behavior doesn't improve after that, then it's like, okay, well, we're going to extend your sentence to this until you reach your goal that you set. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is lit to me. I like it. But anyways, I think it's definitely worth watching, honestly. Segue. This is I Wayne, living in love. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be cracking up after I come back and listen to this, but I don't know the rules. Shit, if anybody listening knows the rules to like what music I can play, and if I'm allowed to play music without like breaking any copyright rules, then let me know. But until then, I'm gonna be tacky, and I'm gonna just keep shouting out songs I'm listening to, because I'm on Spotify rule. Pretty much. back to my rose.
So you know what show that you need to watch that I stumbled upon? It's kind of like American Horror Story. It's called Channel Zero. So just like American Horror Story, each season is like a new theme, and this season was called Butcher's Block.
Ooh.
And it's like this.
And it's through Netflix?
No.
Okay.
So it's on FX.
Okay. So it's another FX series, but you can watch it on Netflix?
No.
Still no. Okay. Well, there's an FX app out there. Like, in my house, we don't have cable. We just got the Fire Stick, and we just download apps that we use.
For you non-cable people, I have Xfinity Stream, so you can definitely log under me, and you can watch it on your laptop or your phone.
Hey, come
All
on,
my
log
friends is on there.
in.
I just be passing them
Come
around.
on, log in.
But
Yo.
it's so dope.
Yo.
Especially because, you know, I like weird, gruesome, sci-fi stuff, so it was right up my alley.
Word. That's popping. Alright, I'm gonna give that a try. I'm always open to something new. Hey, we've been on here for a minute. I'm hyped. Waiting for this dinner to get done. Yo, we about to eat good, y'all. So everybody's about to be jealous. I can smell it through the computer and the mic. It's like I'm trying to think. This is the one I was thinking of. It's called Black Orphan. It's on Netflix.
And I think I tried to watch one episode, and I was just like, nah.
Yo, nah, it's good.
Is it?
Give yourself 3 episodes. Even if you gotta force yourself to get through it, cause you like feel like you're not gonna like it, get through 3 episodes. Cause like, I want to say they're kind of long, and me and Mel didn't finish it yet. The entire show, but I think we're in like maybe like season 2 or 3 or something like that. I think 4 tops. It's not like it's not like Grey's where you got like fucking like 40 seasons and shit. Like, but it's really good. So for anybody that actually wants to watch it, like I'm not going to like go into super detail, but just know that you're going to keep finding out like more and more like juicy information. And each time you find it out, you're gonna be like, "Damn, what the hell?" It's a lot of excitement that goes on in the show. And you always find out something new. And I think is one of those shows where it's like you finish it, and then you find out that one big suspenseful, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that," and then you want to start the next one. Like me and Mel, when we get into shows, we're just like, all right, hurry up, back out the show before the next one plays. Because you know that little autoplay that comes on? It's like...
That gets me every time.
Yo, Amazon be like, you got 10 seconds.
Because
I'm like, damn.
I don't stop watching until Netflix be like, are you still watching?
Exactly.
And I'm like, all right, Netflix, it's time for me to go to sleep.
Word.
Right? I ain't watching no more.
Netflix be trying to look out sometimes, but... Other times you just get sucked in, and it's just like, it is what it is. You about to be watching the whole shit. But I think it's one of those kind of shows. I don't know. I don't have nobody else here to vouch for me, but I think it's lit. I don't know. But it's good, though. It's good. It's kind of sci-fi-ish. It's not like sci-fi in the sense of like aliens or like anything like that, but when you start watching it, you'll see what I mean. Never mind, I'm not even gonna say that because that's gonna give it away. But so far, those are my top shows. Those are my top shows that I'm watching right now. My biggest of all, and anybody that knows me is gonna say I'm Aggie, but I don't care. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Hands down. Really.
I have never watched a single episode.
I love Game of Thrones. You sound like Mel. Like, first of all, I can see if like you're not into like the Renaissance period and stuff like that, and you don't like movies like Gladiator or like 300 and like stuff like that. Because before I started watching it, one of my old bosses was like, you know, watch Game of Thrones. And I'm like, honestly, like, it's probably a really good show, but it's just not my wave. Like, I don't want to watch, like, soldiers and, like, you know, horses. Like, I didn't want to do that. So, but he was just like, you know, watch the first episode, maybe second episode, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. I'm telling you right now, I watched the first episode and I was like, yo, this is not what I expected. It's not what you expect when it comes to like what you know it's going to be about. Because you like you hear like, oh, like the dragons and like all this stuff, and you just like, yo, that's kind of a little out there for me. It sounds like it's going to be like Dungeons and Dragons. Like,
I like dragons.
It's lit. It's lit. I love it. I live by it. I always argue with Mel, and I'm going to continue to argue with her because she likes Renaissance stuff. And I don't understand how she can't like this show. And I'm glad she's not here right now because we'd be arguing about it. But, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. She thinks it's, like, not good at all. I don't know what it is. But, like, for me, especially as somebody that came from, like, viewing it as like this is just going to be ass because I don't know, it's the Renaissance. Like, I'm not like that hype, you know what I'm saying, about that whole time period or whatever. Like, I like it, but I'm not hype about it. I thought it was going to be like hella extra, like on the weird side of like Lord of the Rings. I thought it was going to be like,
watched that either.
But you know what? In the same sense, Lord of the Rings is lit too. They're different.
I'm more of a Harry Potter type girl. Or
Girl,
like the Magicians, you know? Have you watched that?
No. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So Mel's gonna listen to this and she's gonna be so mad.
You sound like your mom right now. That whole no thing, that's Lisa.
Bruh.
Sorry, I just had to facial expressions and all. Just weirded me out. I felt like I was talking to my sister.
Yeah. The reason why I freaked out is because me and Mel have this battle all the time. She is obsessed with The Magicians. She loves that show. I refuse to watch it.
I love it.
I refuse to watch it. I feel like it looks ass.
It's like a magical world. They have fairies and.
If you can watch that, you can watch Game of Thrones.
For magical people, like the shit is dope.
She did say that the best way to describe that show is like Harry Potter for adults.
Big kids. That's what I told everybody when I tried to get them to watch it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's so dope.
When she hears, I'm not gonna hear the end of this.
It's so dope.
I am not gonna hear the end of this.
They're on season 3, by the way, people.
They are on season 3. They are on season 3.
10 p.m. or 9 p.m. one of them.
I don't know the time. Anytime she watches it, it's just like, I guess like already out there or whatever. But great. Now I'm not gonna hear the end of this at all. She always tells me, just try it. Just watch it.
So dope. It makes me wish
and I'm like, I did try it. You be watching it.
Could do some stuff.
Bruh. Now see, that's the weird thing. Is like, I love Harry Potter. I've seen all the movies. I only read 2 of the books because shit, when they were coming out, everybody else was reading them hella fast and I was all trying to enjoy it and like take it in, and I wasn't that fast of a reader. So then I started getting discouraged. Like, well damn. Y'all niggas is on like book 5. Like, shit. I give up. I'm just watch the movies. So anyways, I like Harry Potter and all that stuff. But I feel like Jesus. See, now I'm in a rock and a hard place, because if I say I will watch the show after talking to you, then I'm really going to hear it, because she could be like, after all this time, I've been trying to tell you to watch it. How about I leave it at I'll think about it?
Okay.
How about I leave it at that? But you got to start watching Game of Thrones.
It's like 50 billion seasons.
It's 6 seasons.
That's a lot.
That is not a lot.
That is a lot.
Going back to Grey's, that's a lot. Grey's is literally past 20 seasons.
I can't stand
That's
Grey's
a lot.
Anatomy either.
I like Grey's.
And that reminds me of Manny, because literally, like, when we were in college, she would turn off her phone, like, don't text me, don't call me.
For Grey's?
Yes!
That's how Mel is. That's another one of her shows. I started watching Grey's through her. But it is that type of show, though.
I won't watch that, but I will watch The Good Doctor.
Yes! We watched that. We watched that. That show was
I
popping.
felt like the first couple of episodes made me tear up so bad.
Yes. That's a good concept. So The Good Doctor is a show about this this man that he's like his early 20s. He has autism, but he went to school to be a doctor. So
he's wicked smart.
He's crazy smart. So I forget what the exact term is. But he has a photogenic memory. So any of the textbooks that he studied, let's say of like where all the bones in your arm and all the ligaments in your arm are, he can look at your arm and just remember like that exact picture, like the exact layout of all your bones, how your blood flows, where your veins are, like all this stuff. And it's crazy. I mean, it's not anything made up. There are people who have autism that genuinely just have like a photogenic memory.
Which reminds me of one of my clients.
Yeah.
His name is Dip for short. We call him Dip.
I was about to say, don't you say his name, Reese.
And
this is a nickname, y'all.
So smart. Just like so smart. And he just be blurting out random stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quoting stuff. Like, you can play a song and he can tell you what year it was made.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what?
Yes. Bruh. He's amazing, and his personality is just like amazing, and it kind of takes you through all the journeys of like, if you guys don't know about autism, like there's a lot of like social cues that people who suffer from autism, or not even suffer, people who have autism go through. So the people he meets and everything like that, like kind of like teach him going along the way, and then they learn about autism and they get to see it in person and all this stuff. So it's really cool. I forget, is that an ABC?
It is.
Yeah, ABC.
But it's really dope because he also played in Bates Motel. He was the bomb in Bates Motel.
Was he?
Yes.
Yo, that's good to know. That's good to know. Oh snap. Speaking of Mel, it's almost like she can hear me doing this, and I haven't even uploaded it. But yeah, sorry, I'm all zoning out. It's definitely something I recommend. I think it's popping, and the main character is just so adorable. He has this this man that has always been like a mentor to him, is the president of the hospital, and he's trying to get everybody on the board to understand that, like, yes, he has autism and there are social cues and stuff like that, and like the board's defense is okay, like exactly, he has autism, like how is he supposed to communicate with family members or patients that are going through like crises and everything like that. And his mentor is just like, well, give him a chance because he's amazing, basically. But anyways, it's lit. That's the point. You guys should watch it. Yes. Sorry, I'm getting hella distracted by like mad shit. I'm getting so distracted. I'm texting, listening to music, I'm talking, all this extra shit. I know y'all know this Lil Wayne, by the way. It's called Running Back. But it's also Wale, so. I told you I'm gonna just be like periodically just checking it about all this stuff that I'm listening to. But anyways, What was I about to say? Yeah, so all these shows we're talking about, I would recommend all of them. And the last one, I'm gonna say, just in spite of the magicians being mentioned, me and Mel made a deal that like if she started watching Dexter, because she loves like studying like sociopaths and people who are antisocial and like blah 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 blah. She refuses to watch Dexter. And if anybody's ever seen it, he is a psychopath. He kills people, but he has like this code, like as if he's like Robin Hood, basically, where people that he knows are killing people and getting away with it. He feels like somebody should stop them, and because he has this urge to kill, it may as well be them, and he may as well live by this code to kill them instead of just like the everyday person, basically.
I said, at least he ain't killing no innocent people. I mean, if you gotta kill.
Well, that's exactly what his mindset is, and where it gets interesting if you keep watching the show is not every time is the person like guilty. So sometimes it gets like, kind of crazy. But anyway, she refuses to watch this show, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't know how. So I was like, fine, if you start watching Dexter, I start watching The Magicians. But obviously that never happened. We'll see. Who knows what's really gonna happen? Let me see something.
So what artists are you listening to nowadays?
So this guy that I'm listening, that's on right now, actually, his name is Ja Cure. Reggae, clearly. I just been hooked to like all his music, and like one of his songs played on like on the playlist that we listened to so far twice. It's called Longing For, and that's just like one of my favorite songs by him right now. I got into Dave East. He's nice as fuck. So I've been seeing Dave East, and I've always been like meaning to get into his music and things like that, but I never actually like sought him out and like listened to his music on my own. And I was just on Spotify one day, and like, it came around on the playlist, and then I'm like, yo, who is this? Da da da. And I look into it, and it was Dave East, and I was like, all right. I'm the kind of person where if I want to hear like an artist or something, I want to listen to like their whole album before like I actually download it or anything like that, because I want to see like, do I really like it, or was it just a song that like I was like kind of like bopping to or whatever. But I was like, yo, I downloaded pretty much like all his mixtapes. Like, I'm gonna play something for y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna interrupt my bull, my best friend or whatever. And I'm gonna play it's this song called Forbes List, and it's him and Nas.
Ooh.
So he was signed with Nas originally, and then he moved on to I think it's Def Jam he's with now or whatever, but he's from New York, he's from Harlem or whatever, so a lot of his songs obviously are gonna be about that. Here we go. Shit. Sing that. Let me make sure I can hear this good. No. There we go. Oh shit, I'm all hype.
16 shots of brown at the sports bar.
This flow is just crazy.
Now I see myself getting where I'm going, no on star. GPS for that money, got the directions. Monday night, hit the strip joint and cop a section. Niggas ain't fighting no more, we got some weapons. Do it for the culture, I really come from the essence. Essence magazine, brown skin. Cousin from the height, she told me he got some pounds in.
Huh? Yeah, it's lit. Anyways, it's not about to be the whole like target of the
A lot of people
episode,
are
whatever, but
saying do it for the culture. Nobody's saying
yeah,
I guess
yeah,
that's the new thing to say.
yeah. I hate when trends go around because there's always like those percentage of people that really mean what they're saying, and then there's other people that like are just saying it because like everybody's saying it, and then it loses its like true meaning. And I hate to get all political or whatever, but like with Black Lives Matter, when that originally was like, you know, introduced as a platform, it meant something. And not that it like lost like all of its value, but I think it lost like a lot of it because you started getting all these people who were extremists, and then people who felt like they were supporting it, but they're like kind of making it like almost like a mockery almost. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I don't like when stuff like that happens. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep or whatever, but I just say if you're going to support a cause, support it all the way and don't be picky about it. Like my biggest thing with Black Lives Matter is like when people who are supporting it or say they're supporting it and they get upset at other cultures for certain things, but then themselves can continue to do those things that they don't want other cultures to do. It defeats the purpose of like, you know, spreading for like, or like, not spreading, vocalizing for equality and like, you know, respect and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So anyways, I ain't gonna go too deep into it on my opinion, but I just hate when people go with trends and don't know what they're talking about, basically. Not to be confused, I do support Black Lives Matter, but I respected the pure way and not the way that a lot of people put it on social media and stuff like that. I support it in a way that like it was meant to be supported, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, oh well. It's pretty much exactly how I mean it exactly how I said it. But anyways.
My favorite bugaboo is texting me.
Huh?
I said my favorite bugaboo is texting me.
Oh shit.
Oh, told him I was gonna talk about him.
Say that. Well, we didn't talk that person up. I talked up Mel. I'm just saying her name all free. That's fine.
Shout outs to Mel.
Shout outs to Mel. Cha Cha Baby on IG. She's gonna be pissed. Bruh. But anyways. You got anything else you want to talk about, Reese? Anything pressing? Anything on your mind?
What's on my mind? You know what's been on my mind lately? Friendship. I feel like it's a whole lot of one-sided friendships out there.
Yes.
Like I feel like sometimes I'm more of a friend than my friends are to me.
I feel that.
Like, I will do anything that I can for my friends. You know, sometimes I respect that. You know, you got your own stuff going on, but like, if I tell you about something,
Right.
I really need your help, and you say that you're down,
Right.
and then you like call me all late and random, like, I ain't gonna come, and then you dissing me for your significant other,
Right.
like, really pisses me off.
I feel that.
And that's what recently happened to me. Like, one of my close friends was supposed to help me out with my girls empowerment sleepover I had for my 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And you know, she loves doing makeup, so she's like, yeah, I'll come, it'll be so dope. So I tell all the girls, and she's done like community service with me and my girls before, so they're all like souped and excited, like, you know, where's Miss So-and-so, where's Miss So-and-so?
Right, of course.
And then I randomly get a text message like, hey, I'm about to go get my boo from the train station. I feel like I'm just gonna stay in the house.
Oh, wow.
And at that point, like, I really can't express the way I feel because, you know, I still have to do what I have to do for these girls.
You're in a role. Right.
I just think it's really fucked up.
I can agree with that. I could agree with that 100%. And it's like, it's hard being the type of friend that you are consistently and expecting different things from other people. I've been there.
Saying like she's a shitty friend because, you know, she's pretty much, you know, there when I need her. It's just recently she just been like egging me for her boo, and I'm like, you know, I know when you get a boo and it's new, it's exciting, and that's you know, all you really want to do is spend your time with this person. But then I'm like, hello, remember me over here? Hey,
you waving a flag?
Like, yeah, like, hey.
I get that. I get that.
So, and you know I have a really
It's about balance. Yes.
You know I could be slightly petty.
Slightly? Hold up. Turn down the music. Slightly.
So yeah, they apologized. And, you know, the Roy in me, and that's my father, guys. So the Roy in me was just like, you know what? It's cool. I ain't expect you to come anyway. Like, you know, I know where your priorities lie, and it's what your boo decide. I know what to expect going forward. Because, you know, I'm still kind of pissed.
That was probably all in one paragraph, too.
Yeah. And they're like, no, like, everybody's my priority. And I just had the with an exclamation point. All right.
Bro. If anybody's ever seen Petty, you listening to it. You hearing it.
I feel like...
Nah, but I get what you're saying. I know what you mean. Yeah. Anybody who says that in a soft voice that is meant to be innocent, bruh. To me, that's some of the scariest shit. Just don't piss me off. It's not a problem. It's like the housewife that's just like, I love everything. I love roses. I love bunnies and all the birds.
Like I'm a Gemini,
and it has a butcher knife.
Like I'm
you are.
Sweet. But when I get pissed, Roy and the devil on my shoulder and everything just unleashes.
Yep.
And then I had like one of those moments where you just like, Sharice, like, why the fuck did you say and do all that? And now you gotta apologize and you looking crazy.
How many times have you ever apologized in situations
so
like this, per se?
So in this situation, I don't feel like I'm wrong. Like, I expressed my feelings. They came out a little fucked up, but you did some fucked up shit. So
I mean, if you committed to something,
the fuckery.
At least, like, you know, give a heads up of like the day before or something. But like,
but if I was like, you know, really wrong in a situation, like I would have to apologize. Right. Like if I really hurt my friend's feelings and it wasn't intentional, like I would apologize. Right.
That's respectable.
'Cause I have a heart, you know.
It's not like the Grinch. You got something up in there.
No, I feel like I wear my heart on my sleeves. Like my feelings get hurt really easily. Like I'm emotional.
Yeah, you do. You do.
So if you hurt my feelings.
I get that. I get that.
And that's what I'm struggling with now with... What can I name this person right now for this podcast?
Salsa.
What can we...
I'm dead looking just at the salsa.
Mac.
That's the whole thing. Mac?
That's where we're going to say.
Alright.
And that's what I'm going through with Mac. Because this individual did some really effed up stuff. To where, guys, when I tell you, my friend was holding me back from slashing tires and busting out windows. Like, I was really in my, like, Jasmine Sullivan mode, guys. Like, it was a rap, and I just wanted to knock their teeth out and all that.
Yo.
So, like...
I low-key want to play that song in the back now.
Months later, we're kind of like conversing again and trying to figure stuff out.
Right.
And I feel like since I wore my heart on my sleeve the first time, now I'm struggling with not being an asshole, but still being me.
Right. Okay. I get that. So, I think the best thing to do in that situation is just like definitely stay being you. And you can explain that, like, look, like, you obviously know how I feel, but I am going to be more reserved because you kind of fucked up the trust.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be like, I'm going to fall back with like how I express myself a lot. But when I do express myself, this is how I am when I do it.
It's so hard because I like to be vocal about my feelings, and I love doing stuff for other people.
Right.
And they're just in this mindset like everything is kind of like the way it used to be. So,
Right,
you know,
right.
they're like, oh, can you do this? And I'm like,
Right, right. Maybe like 6 months ago.
you know?
Right. It's tricky. And I mean, especially when it comes to people that like have like your rawest emotions, being vulnerable is not easy at all. So step by step.
I try
Step
to
by
be
step.
so reserved, but they're so cute.
Aw. Like teddy bear cute?
Yeah, like just the cutest person ever. And for some reason, like I like fucking with them. Just like
Right.
like sticking my finger in their ear, or like
Right.
pushing their cheeks, doing all the stuff that I know pisses them off.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny.
So we might as well just name this episode Mel. For the sake of how many times I had to reference. But I know what you mean due to, I guess, being the teddy bear.
Oh my god, it's so fun. Like squeezing
It does
them.
piss them off.
But then I hate when it's done to me.
Oh,
And I'm
I
like,
know.
I quit. No, get off me. I
know.
I can't breathe. Like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. Just leave me alone.
Bruh. Wait, let's go back to that I can't breathe one. Let me tell you some shit that Mel told me before. I'm doing like the whole playing or whatever. And then she said to me, babe, stop. I'm breathing your air. Or you're breathing my air. And I was like, what the fuck? What type of shit is that? I'm breathing your air?
That's so funny.
I was like, do you understand how oxygen works? Like,
When
we
you're
all
like really close and like you guys are playing, like it gets super hot.
bruh.
And you're just like, I can't
Honestly,
breathe, and you just
I never heard anybody say some shit like that until you just confirmed it. I was like, babe, like, you're crazy as hell. I love you to death, but like, damn.
It's just like, all right, just move.
Well, what happens when y'all playing and you breathing my air? Ain't nobody talking about it then.
When I do it, it's fine.
I mean,
When I do it, it's fine.
I guess that's the game. Because when I do it, it's not fun. I guess that's the game. Because, like, I think I'm all cute, like, ha, 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 this is what we usually do. But it's not a we thing, apparently. This is what she usually does. And I just got to, like, kind of just go with the flow. That's some shit.
It's always like that. Like, I like laying on them.
Yeah.
But, like, when they want to lay on me, I'm like, I can't move. Like,
Oh
I don't want to
my
lay this way.
God.
Like, I want to lay that way. Like,
Oh, my God. I'm so irked right now. I'm, like, really hearing my life, like, played out second by second. That's not fair. Do you realize that? Do you understand how that's not fair?
so I know that Max says it's not fair. And I'm just like, whatever, life's not fair. But I guess
Bro.
hearing you say that it's not fair, it's just like, okay.
So, for the record, I know that nothing is going to change just because you realize it. But
I acknowledge it now. That's the first
okay,
step.
that's fair. You're acknowledging it. But I never heard nobody say that shit. You're breathing my air. I was like, what kind of selfish, what level? I'm breathing your air? We're in a whole motherfucking room. Like, even outside of the room, there's still more air. Like, how am I just breathing just your air?
You don't understand.
What bubble,
but it gets
what
hot.
line did we cross Where like my air is for me and yours is for you. I was like, what the fuck is you talking about? Oh my god, I never heard no shit like that before. Never heard no shit like that before. But I guess it's confirmed. I guess I'm crazy. People got their own air, I guess. I don't know, but I thought she lost her mind. I was just like, well, there goes the fun in that game. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, I'm having an anxiety attack. And I was just like, yo, my bad. Like, it's like creeping off like, oh shit. Like, I don't know what's about to happen next. Like, I would just fall back. But,
So funny.
bruh. Okay, so what else? Don't breathe your air. Don't lay on you. So no affection.
No, like, sometimes I don't mind, but I prefer, like, laying on them.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get that. And I feel like, at least being in my position, that's fine. Until it's like a priority. Until it's just like, this must be done this way and nothing else. Then I'm just rebellious. Like, well, fuck it. I don't want this to be done this way. I'm going to go lay on you. And then there's just like this little debate. And obviously I end up losing. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I mean, I guess it's comforting that it's not just me. Because I definitely thought it was just me. Or really just Mel. Because I'm just like,
It happens here all the time.
I'm like, bruh.
Especially with, like, the whole pillow
Might be
situation.
crazy.
Like, if I'm trying to go to sleep, like, I have to sleep with a pillow in my arms. And they're like, no, what the hell you think I'm here for?
Bruh.
And I'm like, give me back my pillow. Like, why are you tossing
Yeah.
them?
So, we have not yet fought over pillows in that way. But if I'm laying on her pillow, not only am I breathing her air, but I'm too hot, I'm too heavy, she'd be like, babe, your legs over, you're too heavy. And I was just like, what the fuck? Think about what you're saying. Like, my legs on you, I'm too heavy. But yet, if you're laying on me, your whole body is there. Like, it don't matter how heavy your head is. Like, what the fuck? The game's not fair, basically.
It's not.
Oh my god. Bruh. This will be an interesting title for this episode.
Are you really gonna name it ma'am?
I don't know if I want to give her that much credit yet, y'all. Psych it out. Nah, but on a serious note, we actually have our own episode that we're going to be doing soon. So probably following this one, we're going to do our own little thing. So maybe her name will appear in that one instead.
I need to put on my pajamas.
Alright.
So uncomfortable.
Meanwhile, it's hot, Reese. I'm about to take this sweater off, bro. Bro. What up, randos? So that was episode 3. I really hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all were as involved in the episode as we were. I hope that you had as much fun as we did recording this episode. Shout out to y'all again for spreading the love, showing the love. Many more episodes to come. I hope that everybody's enjoying the series, Random Topics with Real People. This is just one of many to come. Any kind of feedback, anything like that, always appreciated. Give me some likes on any of your social media. Share my SoundCloud, things like that. Just spread positivity, everybody. That's all I ask for. So keep positivity in your day, today, and next. It's your girl Smashing Lyrics, and this is Random Topics with Real People. Deuces until the next time.